Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I am going to be sharing with you some efficient studying methods because I consider myself a somewhat good student. I have recently struggled a lot with math and I have had issues with some of my exams. I am pretty sure I even failed my last math exam. But overall, I think that these types of experiences have made me realize what works for me when it comes to studying and what just doesn't, and it's just a waste of time and would only make you feel worse about yourself, especially if you're like me and you need academic validation. So without further ado, I am going to share with you all of my tips. My tip number one is taking notes. I love taking notes. Here are like some of my notes. I just love taking notes. It's a great efficient way of studying, especially if you are a visual learner or if you need to read things, if you need to memorize things by writing them, or in general, it's just a great way for you to force yourself to pay attention in class. Number two is watching videos. You just have to search a topic on YouTube and just watch every single video that you want. And some videos are very digested, so they give you information that is very easy for you to understand, and that has helped me a lot prepare for exams or just in general understand topics a little bit better, because school is not only about acing exams, it's about learning. And when it comes to subjects like chemistry that I love but are sometimes hard for me to understand, watching videos really helps me get a grasp of all of the information, going deeper into topics that I'm passionate about, and well, it's just in general a great way of studying and learning. My tip number three is making summaries. This goes hand by hand with taking notes, but you have to make a summary of everything that is going to come up in a test or in a presentation the night before the test or the presentation. So basically what you have to do is take your notes, read them all, and then take the most important information and make it a summary. It's a great way of studying your weaknesses and focusing in the points that you have to revise for your exam. I love doing this. Here are some examples of like the reviews that I've done, the summaries for chemistry, and it has honestly saved my butt. That, I don't know if that was too explicit for YouTube. And my last tip that I have to mention is not necessarily an studying tip, but it's a great advice that you should totally take. I have been saying that you should do summaries the night before the test, but it's more important that you go to sleep early and you get 8 hours of sleep. Just sleep, be relaxed, and be ready, because you have to have a clear mind. You have to be focused in what you're doing, not stressed out, not tired, and you will see that the results will be great. And that is it for this week's video. I hope all of these tips are useful to you guys. I have used these tips, but honestly, there gets a point where school is very hard, okay? You do not have to put pressure on yourself to always be a straight A's student, because before high school, I used to be a straight A's student without any effort. But now I have to study, I have to pay a lot of attention in class, take notes, do all of the things that I already mentioned to try to get good grades. But now I am actually forcing myself to be a good student. It's a little harder for me. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it's good to challenge yourself as long as it's not damaging you, as long as you have a good relationship with yourself, you're not validated by your grades, and just understand grades are just a number, grades are just a letter, and do not define you nor your worth. But these are just some tips for all of you out there that are trying to be successful at the challenge of being a good student. So if you liked this type of videos, do not forget to subscribe on the little red button. Leave any comments if you have any. Do not forget to follow me on all of my social media. And as always, I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Studying. What? No.